Mark Perry. He's a senior analyst at the Quincy Institute think tank. He's also an author and a historian and joins us now from Washington, D.C. So great to have you on the program with us. A Promised Land is expected to be one of the biggest book launches of 2020, if not the biggest book launch, and certainly the largest for any former U.S. president. And also 2 years ago, Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, sold millions. What does that say to you about the popularity of the former president and first lady?
Well, it's obvious he's hugely popular. He was a very popular president. He speaks with authority. He writes with authority. He always tells good stories. This book will fly off the shelves. It'll be an instant bestseller if it isn't already. It will sell tens of millions of copies, and it'll be the talk of Washington, D.C. and the talk of America. There's no question.
How powerful is the Obama brand and how much is it worth, not just with books, but Netflix and speaking engagements?
Well, the sky's the limit. People are always very interested in what Mr. Obama has to say. He's been a lot more outspoken lately. His previous memoirs were interesting, but they were about his boyhood and about growing up and his how he formed his political character. This is more of a memoir of his political views and his political feelings. So, if anything, it's more important than anything he's written before. It fits well into the current literary, let's say, and political environment in the U.S. There are critiques in the book of Donald Trump, so it's of huge interest. And it's hard to assess what this does to the Obama brand. The Obama brand has always been uh, at its peak since the day he was elected president.
Why do you think Barack and Michelle Obama resonate with people so much? That 4 years later, we're still seeing their popularity seemingly continue to grow.
Well, they're both very plain spoken, earthy. They're from the Middle West, standard kind of a American story of rags to riches, let's say, or from a backbencher in the Illinois legislature to president of the United States in very quick order. He had a very successful administration. There were certainly some detractions from that. He didn't have universal acceptance, we know that, but he's widely respected. He's even respected among his political enemies as a decent fellow. John McCain, the late John McCain, loved Barack Obama and gave him as much credit as I think it was possible for an opposition candidate to give. So this is an American. Frankly, Barack Obama is an American icon, and this book, I think, emphasizes that, underlines that.
What do you think this all means for the lasting power of Obama's legacy, the fact that his popularity continues to grow and he has such a popular brand?
Well, speaking as a historian, we're not going to know for quite a long time. We're not going to know for 100 years. We've had a revival recently of some presidents that were viewed very negatively. Ulysses S. Grant is now considered a very strong national character, but after his death, he was downgraded as kind of just an average guy. Now we know, uh, given the passage of time, that that's not true. So we'll have to see. I think that it's clear, however, despite the future verdict of history, which is unknown, that this man is widely respected. That's not going to change. And honestly, if you take a look at a guy like Donald Trump, uh, Barack Obama's reputation as a decent fellow of strong character and a good leader is enhanced. There are now people in this country who wish we had Barack Obama back. That didn't used to be the case.
All right, let's leave it there. Mark Perry in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much.